Oh my god! Embark, I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna kiss you. Is it okay if I kiss you? Mwah. You guys are fucking ridiculous. I love you so much. So, I woke up this morning and Embark, the beautiful bastards, they updated a bunch of patch notes for the Christmas patch. So let's just take a look. Honestly, I'm really, I read them at a glance, so I'm really excited to see they are cooking up here. So, very patchmas yolks. All right. Just kidding. I love you, Embark. Please sponsor me. So we're gonna look at the balance changes. Goo gun. Who the fuck uses the goo gun? Ooh, bug fix. We take those. Mesh shield reduced from 1250 to 1100. Huge, absolutely massive. Could not ask for anything better. I still think it should be a little bit lower, but I understand why they're making changes just a little bit at a time. Recon sense. Activation cost reduced to 1 from 2. Okay, that's not bad. There's actually a video that I'm going to release on the recon sense, so this is interesting that this is coming out today. C4. Here's one of the problem ones, and this is what I was saying this on stream, that I'd like to see explosives reduced in damage across the board. This is fantastic. 210 from 240. Step in the right direction. I'd like to see the damage come under 200. I think that a 190, even a 185, a 180 would be fine for C4, because let's be honest, the heavies are just gonna bomb anyone with 2 of them anyway, so it's gonna be a one-shot kill to whoever they hit. So if there's a chance that they're on the edge of the blast radius and they don't die from that, that would probably be best. Well, actually, the next line, the radius is reduced to 1.6 meters from 2.4 meters. You know what? Maybe 210 is enough. Maybe with the radius reduced, 210 is enough. Self-damage multiplier increased to 1.3 from 1. No more self-exploding at 0.1 meters and not dying to it for the heavies. Good change. Dome shield health reduced to 300 from 350. Again, absolutely excellent change. The number of times that you get the mesh shield dome shield combo and you can't get through it all while they're stealing, or even if you're trying to protect a res or whatever the case may be, good change. Make the heavies a little bit less spongy. I think that's a really good change. Interestingly enough, all of the mines have a arming time added. This is actually news to me. I didn't even know the pyro mine was in the game because I keep using the explosive one. If you haven't watched my video on how the destructibility works in the finals, that's the last video. You should give that a watch. Yeah, mine damage reduced below 150. Good. Okay, we're getting into the era where the light might be useful. Let's go. I'm down with that. No actual health or damage changes so far for the light class, but so far what I'm seeing is that light is going to actually this is an indirect buff to light already. This right here. Let's see here. RPG max player damage reduced to 150 from 165. Almost the change I wanted to see. Very close. Minimum damage reduced to 80 from 90. And then that's at the radius of 4.5 meters. Yeah, that's pretty good. The max damage radius reduced also to 1.5 meters. Okay, so you're gonna have to be a lot more accurate with the RPGs. Aim down size dispersion increased slightly. Okay, so no more sniping with the RPG. If fire dispersion increased slightly, no more sniping with the RPG. Well, less sniping with the RPG, hopefully. Okay, so far we have a bunch of changes that are gonna be really good. We might actually see light be less useless. That's crazy. Stun gun change, range increased. This is probably not going to change a goddamn thing. I'm gonna be honest. This is probably the most useless change. This is not where light is struggling. As a reformed light player, these changes are making me really happy so far, but I'm not ready to put down the F car. I'm gonna say that much right now. Add a repulsor to flying saucer and alien invasion event. Don't know what that means. Updated strain in various buildings give better destruction results. You know what? Actually, the Vegas map, now that I think about it, is kind of hard to break apart compared to the other ones. especially like blowing holes in the ceiling or even the floor on some floors. Yeah, I could see how that would be good. Bank it, disallow deathmatch from occurring in bank it. Good change. That absolutely, that's probably an oversight, and they probably felt dumb for leaving that one in. Good job, Embark. Weapons. Oh, okay. So there's a weapon section. AKM, slight adjustment to AKM recoil pattern. Not the F car. Don't care. Seriously, if you're not using the F car over the AKM, you're probably missing out on a lot of damage and a lot of kills you could probably have. Flamethrower fire rate increased to 170 from 160. Okay, this is a weird change because these numbers are completely arbitrary and we don't know what 170 or 160 is. The flamethrower was feeling a little bit weak compared to the other options that were available for the heavy, but I don't know that this is going to supersede the shotgun unless there is a shotgun change in here. Okay, we'll read that in a moment. Melee weapons. Fixed an issue where melee hits didn't always connect with enemy players. I was running into that a lot with the riot shield actually when I was trying to do the melee damage because I refused to play a different class. Okay, that's not bad. Mac 11. What is this notation? All right, well, we're gonna forego the notation anyways. Damage increased to 16 from 15. Does that give it more DPS than the MP5 though? I'm trying to think. That's 40 more damage per mag. You know, we'll check that one in a moment. Right, shield fixed a bug where the shield will block bullets while invisible during interactions, reviving or stealing distractions. That's a good bug to fix. All right, heavy shotgun. Pellet dispersion increased slightly. Okay, yeah, good. That makes sense. You should not be landing all your pellets the whole time with this shotgun, especially with the rate of fire. You should be able to aim fairly well to be able to hit all the shots. I agree with that. Damage per pellet reduced from 8 to 7 damage. So that'd be, well, that's only, how many pellets is in the shotgun? We're gonna have to check how much less damage this is per mag, because the damage per mag before was absolutely insane. Reduced instances when intentionally climbing on objects outside a player's view. Okay, that's good. That's good. Making the movement feel more crisp. That's gonna, the Apex players are gonna love that. Fix an issue where players could get stuck without being able to give input. Good fix. Ziplines prevented placement of ziplines on pick-upables. I didn't even know that was a thing. Interesting. Having a mobile zipline, that's not something that I would have expected, but let's go check out the Mac. Actually, I skipped over the LH1 entirely because this thing is 30 more damage in the mag. Yeah, I guess the 30 damage on the mag would help a little bit, but the damage isn't the problem with the LH1. The problem with the LH1 is that visually they toned down the visual recoil a lot from the open betas, but it's still really punchy and hard to land a lot of hits unless you have some incredible screen centering. But at that point, just use the pistol. I don't know. The DMR and the sniper are in a bit of a weird spot because you can't use them as effectively because most of, the average engagement distance in this game is like 15 meters. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how this one plays out. This one I'm not too sure on. But I want to see if this makes the Mac more worth using and how the dispersion is on the shotgun. So let's go check out the Mac and the shotgun. Can't forget to put on the trusty gamer condom before you put your arm on the mouse pad. Yeah. I do want to check out the AKM recoil changes as well. Let's see. Okay, that's a lot tighter actually in the second half. So that's interesting because the AK actually still, here's the thing about the F car, right? This is the reason why the F car is still better. It's fewer shots, so there's less recoil overall, but also there's recoil compensation that kicks in really hard after the first 6 shots. Like really hard, like, well, that's more than 6 shots, what, 7, 8 shots? Like where my last 6, 7 shots are all in the same spot. AKM, better. F car, still best. I wouldn't change off the F car. So before, this shit was like, you might as well be using a slug. Okay. That is significantly less tight. That is a lot more spread out for sure. How many pellets is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. Hold on. I'm stupid. I can't do math. So that's 12 pellets reduced by 1 damage. So that's 12 times 16, which is 32 plus 160. So 100 and that's a lot less damage. Yeah, okay. That's a lot less damage. That is 192 less damage. Yeah. That's a really good change. I think the shotgun now is not going to be a must pick. I think that you can actually get away with picking other weapons without actually trolling. Let's try that. Let's check the DPS in the mag, shall we? Ten shots to kill a light. Keep in mind that the mag still does have a lot more fall off than the MP5, so it won't be as versatile, but the mag might actually be quite good here. Let's double check the MP5 DPS just to make sure that we know what we're talking about. So it takes 1 less shot to kill a light. Should I check the medium as well? It takes 20 to take down a heavy with the MP5. Now let's check the Mac again. $22 to kill heavy, and then you still have. So I mean, obviously, we're assuming you hit no headshots here. So you know, I think the Mac might be the favorite now. I think that might have been enough to put the Mac in front of the MP5. I think that with the shotgun changes and the Mac buff, it might be worth running light again. Keep in mind, this isn't the only thing that the Mac is better in as well. It's not going to be better DPS overall. The damage for mag for the MP5 will still be overall higher. I believe it also has a higher headshot multiplier. You can correct me if I'm wrong. With the increased reload speed on the Mac, even though it might be less DPS overall, it might still be worth running over the MP5 now. 2.7 for the reload speed. 0.7 seconds, I'm guessing, is what that is. Whereas the Mac 11, actually no, is 1.7. So the Mac reloads almost twice as fast, and the DPS differential is honestly makes this kind of worth. And again, with the other changes that we have for the heavy class, the C4 nerf and the mine nerves what? As well, I think that we're looking at, I don't think it's light meta yet, but I think we're getting there. I think the light's gonna see a lot more play now. The only reason I would say that it's not quite yet is because if we look at the patch notes one more time, we just go take a look really quickly, you'll notice absolutely no changes to the main things that make the medium class good. Recon Sense has its place, video on that soon. However, if you look, not a single change has been made to the medium class. The medium class is still going to be the strongest. So is this enough to make me switch back to the light class personally? Absolutely not. Not even close. However, we're getting there. My Apex players, my refugees, rejoice. We're getting there. I know you all miss the movement as much as I do, but light is still not quite worth playing, in my opinion. I won't be giving up my FCAR anytime soon for the Mac, but we're moving in the right direction, and that's what matters. Light is getting better, and that's what I like to see. I like to see Embark listening to the community, looking at the data objectively and saying, hey, in a game with a relatively long TTK, getting one shot doesn't really fit. And I love to see that. I love when devs are open to listening to the community. And I said in the 5 tips video that the light class is useless. I want to eat my words. I want a reason to go and play the light class. I think that bringing the explosive damage down for the non-RPG stuff, I think the RPG is fine at 150. I think that bringing it down to sub 200 for the explosive mines, nerfing the gas damage just a little bit, I think that'll be, oh, and also giving light 160 health or even 170. I think that would be the best way to bring light into the meta properly, rather than having these one trick double barrel invis stun gun builds. Just these builds that are incredibly niche and play for picks, because let's be honest, the light class still playing for picks is great and it does that really well, but it doesn't matter because the medium class still exists, and defib and heal gun still will completely undo all of your work unless you're an absolute god gamer. So with that, leave a like and a subscribe, because in the next video this happens. This dude's for sure cheating. Who, me? I'm cheating? Why would I be cheating? What do I gain from cheating in a quick play? So if you'd like to see that, stick around. Goodbye.